Hi, I'm Quimby Chen, and today I'll be teaching you on how to code your Jewelbots. In the last tutorial challenge, I talked about creating interactive code for your Jewelbot friends, which is something specific to Jewelbots, as it is a programmable friendship bracelet. However, the basic if-then conditional we used forever looped with its friendship code for the entirety of its time near a friend. In this video, I'll be showing you how to code your Jewelbot to do something with friends only for the first time it sees your friends, instead of the whole time you're with your friends. This involves using conditionals and booleans. Booleans are a type of variable that declares whether something is true or false. Booleans are often used with if-then conditionals since it looks for whether something is true or false. Now that we've gone through that, let's recap friendship coding a bit. The main thing to remember is that there are 4 conditional statements you can start using. They are if see red friends, if see green friends, if see blue friends, and if see cyan friends. In order to code your Jewelbots, you will need to install the Arduino IDE and all the Jewelbot board extensions. If you have not done that already, then find the instructions on how to at jewelbots.com/go. Once you have the Arduino IDE open, it will start a blank sketch with setup and loop functions already there, which you should keep. I always like to start my programs declaring the objects I plan on using. In the first video, I talk about that more, so check it out if you haven't already. That being said, the first lines we want to type for our program are LED, LED, animation, animation, timer, timer. However, this time I'm going to be declaring a boolean as well. Bool first time red equals true. Now what this means is that we created a boolean type variable called first time red, and we set the value of this boolean to be true. Booleans can only be set as true or false. I'm using red as an example, but you can change it for blue, green, or cyan. Now within loop, I want to code if see red friends and first time red, open and closing brackets, within the loop. And then within the if conditional, I'm going to type in animation.jewelbot logo and then type first time red equals false. The double AND operator stands for the logical conjunction AND, which requires 2 statements to be true in order to work. And so what that means is that when it's true that the Jewelbot sees red friends and the boolean variable first time red is true, then the Jewelbot will have an animation of the Jewelbot's logo. We preset the first time red to be true, so the conditional will view it as such. However, after the logo animation is finished, we set first time red to be false. That way, if you are still near red friend, the AND operator will no longer work since one statement will be true and the other will be false. Now we're going to change this if-then conditional into an if-else conditional. To do that, we're going to add a line next to the closing bracket of the if statement and write else if see red friends and first time red, open and closing bracket, first time red equals true. Now, for the if-then conditional, it means if something is true, then do this. For the if-else conditional, it means if something is true, then do this. Otherwise, if this different thing is true, then do this something else. The if-else conditional is very useful in coding for multiple scenarios. Now for what we put inside the parentheses of the else statement. You can see how it looks almost like the condition for the if statement. However, we have exclamation marks in front of things. The exclamation mark in programming means false. And so, this condition is checking if both see red friends and first time red are false. If they are both false at the same time, then the condition is true, and will proceed to do what it is within the brackets. See red friends will be false when red friends are no longer visible to the Jewelbot. And we set first time red to be false in the earlier if statement after the red friendship code. For the else if statement inside the brackets, we are setting first time red as true again. And so when red friends become visible again, the red friendship code will happen again because you are now seeing red friends for the first time again. Now that we have our lines of code, we can upload it to the Jewelbot. The first step is plugging your Jewelbot into your computer. We then want to make sure we have the Jewelbot's coding board selected and the proper port. To do that, you're going to want to go to Tools, scroll down to Board, and then select the Friendship Coding mode. After we have the Friendship Coding mode board selected, you want to scroll down to Port, and then select the port that shows up. I have a Windows computer, so it shows up as COM with a number. For Mac and Linux, it looks differently, which you can see more about in the description below. Once you have board and port selected, you want to press and hold the magic button of the Jewelbot for 2 whole seconds. After you see the purple fading lights, you can press the upload button on the Arduino IDE, which is in the top left. Now that we have the Jewelbot coded for friendship, let's see it in action. Here is the Jewelbot we coded for friendship, and here is its red friend. As you can see, nothing is happening so far because the red friend is turned off. However, once we turn the Jewelbot red friend on, let's see what happens. As you can see, it only did the Jewelbot's logo animation once. It is not in a continuous loop because we only programmed it to do the red friendship code once. And then it goes back to its regular friendship color of red, and it stays that way. However, let's see it in action again. Let me turn off the red friend Jewelbot. Now the red friend Jewelbot is turned off. And so the Jewelbots are back to doing nothing again. However, when I turn the red friend back on, you can see the coded Jewelbot doing the Jewelbot's logo animation again. And then it goes back to being red friends. Yay, so it did just as we coded it to do. Now for the actual coding challenge section of this video. How about experimenting with different friendship color codes or changing up the different custom code for your friends? I wrote some sample code which you can find in the description below. In this code, you can see that I'm programming both red and green friendship colors. See what happens when you have both of them visible at the same time. Try uploading it and see how it works. Happy coding! Bye bye!